Hi, you guys. Welcome to another day with a sub. So this is another video to kind of just tell you what you're doing today. Today is a lot of it's a bunch of little things, but it's things that you've done before and things that I know that you can do. The first thing that you're going to do is you are going to play this video that I'm making right now, and then that'll tell you that you need to answer the questions on slide 2, which you've done before. You did this. Oh, good thing I saw this because now I know I need to change it. Um, you know how to answer these questions. You're going to get the sub's name. How do I expect you to behave today? I expect you to be hardworking. I expect you to keep yourself on mute and to use the chat appropriately. And what do I need you to have done by the end of class? Well, I need you to do this whole slideshow, the whole thing. It's three different things, but each thing should only take you about 20 to 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes. So this is like a total of a 60-minute to an 80-minute class. Class time is 85 minutes. You have plenty of time to do this. So what I expect you by the end of class today, I expect you to have all this work done. Then we go back to the instructions, and it tells you to do the word of the day entry task on slide 3. So here's our entry task for today. You're going to open the shapes worksheet. Looks like this. You're going to find the definition for light shapes. Looks like that. Shapes that look like they would be easy to move. I should say because of how small and light they are. I'm sorry. If you want to, you can fix yours. But it should say that because of how small and light they are. Light shapes are calm and peaceful because they remind us flying in a field of flowers, looking up at clouds. Light shapes are effortlessness and joy because they look easy to be around. Light shapes are associated with sympathy and pity because of their small size and perceived weakness. So we know that they're kind of about being like looking like flowers or clouds. We know that they're very small and they're very light colored. And so that's what you should be doing. And I do have an example here of what you could possibly be doing. I've made like a little drawing using very light colors, very small shapes. And so they seem like they could be just flying and floating away. So they're very light. The next thing you're going to do, if you go look up here, it says click on and do the quiz linked in slide 4. So in slide 4, there's a link right here, and there's a quiz. You can do this quiz as many times as you want. So if you get a 12 out of 12 the first time around, which you should, because you can use these documents. These documents here can be open and you can use them. It's an open note test. You can have those documents open. So you should get a 12 out of 12 your first time because you can find the answer in these documents, the shape one and the color one. So you should be able to find those answers. If you get a 12 out of 12, you'll get a plus on this. If you get an 11 out of 12 to an 8 out of 12, you'll get a check. If you get a 7 out of 12 to a 4 out of 12, you'll get a minus. And if you get less than a 4 out of 12, you'll get a missing. Because it'll tell me that you didn't watch this video and that you didn't use the color and shape words document to help you answer them, because that's all you got to do. If you get an answer, if you get a score you don't like, you can always go click edit responses and go back in and edit the responses that you got wrong. So if you view your score and then click edit your responses after you've looked at your score, you know which ones you need to go in and fix. So to do this, you'll click on this link, you'll do the quiz. It's 12 questions. It should not take you more than 15 minutes to do. The next thing you need to do is answer the reflection questions in slide 5. This is our end of unit reflection. Yesterday, you turned the project in and you told me a little bit about that project. This is kind of the end of unit. We're being graded on standard 2.1.6. So yesterday we put that rubric into your sketchbook. Now you're going to be able to look at that and say where you are. Do you think you're beginning, approaching, meeting, which one? Um, what proof do you have to support? So if you think that you're meeting standard, what 4 or 5 materials did you use, and how do you have proof of that? Do you, in your sketchbook, do you have all the different stuff you've made so that you can show me that you've used 4 to 5 different materials or techniques? You need to show me where you have proof that you think you should be meeting standard if you feel like you're meeting standard. Remember, it's okay to be at beginning or approaching this early in the quarter. You will get to exceeding. We will do that. In this standard, I get most of my students to exceeding. If they do the work, they will get to exceeding by the end of the quarter. What part of the creative cycle do you feel like you're most successful in? Go look at your sketchbook, read what the creative cycle is. Do you feel like you're really good at your brainstorms? Do you feel like you're really good at your sketches? Do you feel like you're really good at your creating? Do you feel like you reflected really well? Which one do you feel like you were most successful with? And give me a why. Remember, reflecting is more for you than it is for me. It's a way for you to be reflecting on your academic behavior so that you can get your academics scores up. So if you think about your behaviors, you're going to be able to change or keep the behaviors that you have in order to then change or keep the academic scores that you have. And then where do you feel like you struggle in that creative cycle? Did you not do great on brainstorms? Did you not do great on sketches? Did you not do great on creating or reflecting? Why do you think that is? There's not a right or wrong answer here. This is a why. It's up to you to kind of think about why do you think that is so that you can change the behaviors so you can change your scores. And then if you come up here, it says the last thing you should do is click on and do the analysis linked in slide 6. So it should not be slides. What just happened here? There we go. Slide 6. Sorry. It's great to do this because it means I can see what I did wrong. And there's the link right there. When you go to it, you're going to see that it looks like our analysis we've done before, except that for the first analysis thing, there's a video that gives you all the correct answers. It's a way to show you how to do this analysis so that you can do it again on the last ones. The last one's the one you're going to be graded on. So make sure you do the first one correctly so you know what you're doing so that on the second one you can do it correctly and get a good score on that one. Thank you guys for being good students while I'm gone. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.